on and not creating videos, I actually did a muffler delete on the BMW as well as a tune. Yeah, you would think I would do videos on that, but there's so many muffler deletes and tuning videos about this BMW already out there. It just honestly didn't make sense for me to go and do another one just for, you know, another statistic of, you know, oh, another muffler delete on another E90. Now I will be playing a couple sound clips of the how the exhaust sounds throughout this video, and a couple pulls and backfires, because this thing backfires like crazy now. It's amazing. Sticking with the Camaro. The BMW video will be, you know, later video. Man, I wonder where the Camaro is. Oh, it's over there. Buried. Buried in tons of stuff. Now, like I said before, that wheel back there has gone flat again. Looks even flatter, honestly. So I'll have to replace the tube in that wheel before we bring it out this summer. Alright, so pretty much the reason why I'm making this video is to give you guys an idea of what all has been done to this Camaro thus far. Since I've gotten it around maybe 2.5 years ago to this point in time, there hasn't been a whole lot. As you know, if a shop got into it, or you know, I actually had money to spend on this and just drop tons of money into it. But I do feel like there has been enough done to this car where I feel like the last 2 years haven't been like a waste of me just driving it, putting away, driving it, putting away. I have made some progress on mostly restoration parts, but you know, some performance parts, and of course we're still doing that, you know, with all this stuff right here. Right now I'm gonna unwrap the Camaro off all this junk that it's you know, sitting under right now, and I'll show you around. So right here, of course, we have an empty box. Gaskets for the valve covers, more gaskets for when we take the cam out and, you know, put the engine back together. We have the cam itself. We have the lifters kit along with the assembly lube. Then we also have, which we just got, timing chain cover, and of course the timing chain itself. Now, two things I want to mention actually before I start, you know, telling you about the Camaro. One, you might be wondering why those aren't on the Camaro already or inside the engine. Well, as you can see, it's a nice day outside. It's dry and very sunny. It looks beautiful. But what you can't see is that it's very, very cold. It's like 20 degrees out. And this is not a insulated, nor is it a heated barn. So even if we brought a heater in, I can show you right here, it really wouldn't do much because there's vents everywhere, and, you know, windows, and there's absolutely no insulation whatsoever. So trying to heat the barn wouldn't really work. So honestly, we're just gonna have to wait until it gets warmer out. And you know, the second thing is that, of course, you can see this barn is an absolute mess. We'd have to clean this up before we even attempted to start on the cam swap. And I know it sucks. It really does. I really wanted to start on this, and I thought, you know, okay, well, maybe next week it'll happen. Okay, well, maybe next week it'll get warmer. But, you know, it just has to be the right conditions before we can start this, because we all have schedules to abide by, and, you know, it's just a lot. But with that being said, I didn't want to just, like, you know, wait until there was a good opportunity, which would probably be like, you know, I don't even know how long, and not make videos. So we're just going to put that off to the side for right now. I'm going to keep making videos up until that point. So it could be anytime, it could be next week, but we really just don't know for right now. Then the second thing I want to bring up is that all the original parts of this Camaro that I swapped out for new ones or replaced, or, you know, things that have gotten better, all those original parts are still here. They're still in the barn. They might be scattered about. Might have to take some time to look for them if I need them, but that's if I need them. You know, I didn't want rusty, you know, old looking bent parts, which most of the things I replaced were like that. They were in bad condition, and so I wanted something new in the place of that bad item. But like I said, they're all scattered about. Most of them are up here. There's actually a second level to the barn with the ladder right there. but they're all still here. So if I ever do need to revert back some parts or revert back to original, it's there. And I only say that because some people get really butthurt about replacing original parts. So there you go. So first of all, we replaced the rear bumper. This one's brand new. You can tell it's aftermarket. We gotta get this fixed and corrected, but you can tell it's aftermarket because it doesn't line up exactly where the rear bumper is supposed to be right here. The reason why I replaced the old one is it had a huge dent in it. I forget exactly what it was from. I think he just said he got rear-ended or something like that. But there's the old one sitting up on the beams, and you can see where it got dented. They got dented pretty bad, you know, and it's pretty beat up, so we replaced that. We replaced all the taillights along with the taillight bezels right here because all this black and all the chrome was rusted and it did not look pretty at all. This front lip was orange. I went ahead and painted it black. I think it looks a lot better with it being black. Next thing, we reupholstered the driver's seat, just the bottom part, not the top part yet. Top part is still looking kind of good. We could probably get this sewed up right here. That's the only problem with it right now. But the driver's seat was in absolute terrible condition. It was shot. I mean, there were rips, like really big rips along all the creases, and it just looked really bad. So we did that, and we actually have reupholstery for all the seats upstairs, but we're gonna wait until that gets worn a little bit more before we, you know, just go ahead and replace, you know, already good looking upholstery. I went ahead and bought a new steering wheel. You can see it right here. A lot of you got on me because I didn't put it on right. The how it's supposed to be, which is like this, wasn't like that and lined up with the front tires. It looked like this, and a lot of people complained about that, so I went ahead and fixed that right away, so no worries there. The next thing on the list is interior door panels, you know, armrests, handles, window rollers. We replaced all those. It actually took a lot more time than I anticipated, but we got it done. We replaced this side as well as the back two, and then that passenger side. And you can see that the Camaro emblem fell off. I don't know when that happened, but it's right here. The adhesive just fell off, that's it. A lot better than what it did look like. So the next thing is what I'll have to use 2 hands to open this hood up with, but next thing got replaced was the carburetor. Now this is a brand new Holley performance carburetor that we got from AutoZone. I think it was like on sale for like, it was 30% off, so we went ahead and got it. The old one was really acting bad. You know, it always died on me in traffic. It just wasn't good. And we actually purchased, believe it or not, 2 rebuild kits for that carburetor. And then it worked for a little bit, then something else would fail on the carburetor. So we just went ahead and bought a brand new one, especially since they were 30% off. A lot of you were saying like, no, like, Hollies never go bad. The carburetors, they never go bad. Blah, blah, blah. You could just fix it. Buy a rebuild kit. It's a lot cheaper, blah, blah. Well, we just did it, you know, easier because we did buy rebuild kits, and, you know, something else would fail on the carburetor, and it just made sense to buy a brand new carburetor. Plus, this one looks really nice. It's all chrome, and you got little red pieces and details and whatnot. And we also got, I need to replace this filter inside here, clean it out, but we also got a new gas filter because the old one was failing. It was actually an inline, but this one's an actual add-on to where we can see what all comes in the gas. You can see right there, it's all dirty. It's not that dirty. This is actually kind of new, but still have to clean it out. While we're in the engine bay, might as well just say replace the spark plugs, which were like absolutely shot before then. So I did that. Got new headers. We worked on that. That took a while, but we did it, and they look really nice. It sound amazing. The old ones, I think, no, he actually put them out and someone came and got them. But they were shot. They had holes in them everywhere. You know, you could just probably take the headers off and it'll probably be the same as putting the old ones back on. Next thing on our list is actually a big one. We took a long time. I gotta get the keys on this one because it's in the trunk. Trunk key. Lock. So down here, get my light. We replaced the gasket all around the trunk, and then we also put a brand new trunk inside of here, and this all right here is brand new because the other one had holes in it, like pretty big holes. And we have to put the rubber pieces back on right here because that has holes in it right now. We replaced it because I can't really show you guys, but the gas tank actually came undone because the gas tank straps broke off because the trunk rusted out. And so, you know, to fix the gas tank, we had to fix the gas tank straps. To fix the gas tank straps, we had to replace the trunk. So this. Now next, of course, is the exhaust system. I'm not gonna get down there, try to show you guys because there's absolutely no light down there, so it'll be pointless. But starting from the headers that installed, coming to the collector, we got new cherry bomb mufflers, which sound amazing. The car originally did have cherry bomb mufflers, but of course, like everything else, those are shot. Especially along with the rest of the exhaust system in absolute terrible condition. Another thing we did, and this actually happened right before I got this Camaro, is we put a new carpet. Now, I wasn't around for this, but this is brand new carpet. Of course, it's looking really dirty right now, but I have cleaned it before, and I'll probably clean it again before I get it out, but all this carpet is brand new. I think the last one would be, we got new mirrors for the Camaro. Now, originally, this Camaro only came with one mirror, and everyone asked me, hey, what happened to your other mirror? They thought it ripped off because, let me show you guys. They thought it ripped off because they thought this is where the other mirror was and someone ripped it off or something like that happened. No, I don't even know what, this came from. Of course, we're gonna have to get that repaired. Probably just a brand new door panel because down here it's rusting out too, and it's all rusted out on the bottom. But no, the other mirror did not get ripped off. It was just never there. Back in the day, you had to actually option to get two mirrors on both the driver's side and passenger side. But if you didn't opt that and pay more money, you only got one on the driver's side. I did get these from a Camaro restoration place. I think they look a lot nicer and they're more square, whereas the original one was a lot tinier and it was more round. And then last but not least, we do have a new master cylinder. I think it's sitting somewhere on that table that we are going to replace. And for those of you that don't know what a master cylinder is, it's actually this thing right here. It holds all your brake fluid. This one, of course, it looks old, but it's not the reason why we're replacing it. It's leaking brake fluid. So I don't know if it's been leaking since it's been sitting here, but so it doesn't look like it usually only leaks when I'm actually driving it and using the brakes. But trust me, it is the master cylinder because we went and checked all the brake lines. We did that actually twice. We aired out the brakes, we checked them, we bled them, anything and everything, but nothing would seem to work. So our last resort is replacing the master cylinder. We're pretty sure that's what the problem is. And so there you have it. There's all the things that I have done, or me and my grandpa have done to this car thus far since I've owned it. Because before then, it was just sitting in storage. It sat in storage for a long time. And then, when someone would move, it would just move storage units. It wouldn't be driven or anything like that. But finally it's here and we're getting, work done to it. So it's getting a better life now. Now, as where I'm going with this car in the future, I do want to build it up. I do want it to have more horsepower. I do want it to have, better cosmetics, better paint, because this paint's really old. It's getting really old. So we're actually going to repaint it. Same color though, of course. We're not changing that part. But as you can obviously tell, there is a lot more work to be done to this car and a lot more money to be put into this car. So as I was saying, where I want this car to be in the future, people were messaging me like, oh, you're going to make it to the drag car, right? Like it's going to be a drag racer, or, have all these like crazy mods, pro charger, twin turbo, blah, blah. No, sorry. Not doing that to this car. Maybe, a different car that I might buy or anything like that, but not my baby. I can't do that. This car means a lot to me. It has a lot more sentimental value than you guys know. There's stories to be told about this car that I haven't even told yet, which will get told probably next video or something like that. I don't know. It'll probably be my mom's reaction to the BMW, because that's tuned and has a muffler delete and a couple more mods on it too. So that's really fast. Doesn't mean I'm going to build it up to be an awesome street car, win every single race I can, but with that being said, it is going to stay similar to what it is now. So with all that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like, leave a comment of what you think, of what we've done to this car thus far, and leave a comment of what you think you want to be done to this car in the future. There's a lot to be done, so it can go, you know, a lot of different ways. But we are gonna build this car up to be an amazing car. So with all that being said, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.